And so as you can see, I got plenty of room in here. I can boil water, I can cook, I can prepare my gear for the next day if I need to. I could even hang out in here. I'm getting quite a bit of protection from the wind. Hey, this is Chris with Adventure Fit, and today we're taking a look at the Mountain Laurel Designs Grace Duo Tarp. In case you don't know, MLD is a cottage shop in Roanoke, Virginia, and all of their gear is made by hand. It's highly popular with through hikers and section hikers, and it's used all over the world. It's high quality gear. So let's take a look at the MLD Grace Duo. Looking at the inside of the tarp, you see there are 4 plastic clips hanging from the ridge line. This enables you to be able to hang a headlamp or other items that you may need while you're in the tarp. Some of the other features that I really like is a metal grommet in the nylon webbing, which enables for the insertion of a trekking pole or whatever other pole you want to use to support the tarp. These line locks here enable you to be able to tighten the tarp, tighten the tension on the lines while you're inside. That's a nice feature. The front of the tarp, as well as the back, has a slight catenary cut, and this enables a really taut pitch, as well as the catenary cut that's more pronounced going down the center of the tarp. These are really nice features. Overall, the tarp has a slightly trapezoid shape to it. It weighs 11 ounces in the stuff sack, is made of silnylon, and comes in at $165 on the Mountain Laurel Designs website. I like this tarp. It's not a hyperlight, but it certainly is an ultralight tarp. In snowy conditions like this is not a lot of snow, but it's a really heavy snow, you have to go outside of the shelter periodically and just shake it a little bit. Otherwise, it will get weighted down. And you can do that while you're in the shelter as well at night. You don't have to get out. The snow around the edges like this actually will give you some wind protection. I'm not currently using this particular side tie out. I don't really need it right now. But as the snow continues to come down, this will give us a little barrier, for wind protection. And we'll just periodically come out and tighten up our line locks. It's one good thing about this shelter. And make sure that our poles are centered. You want the rear pole to be centered with the front pole, and you want the line to actually be in the center too. And if you can notice on this one, it's not. So I'm going to readjust that line that comes down off the pole and make sure that it's in the center with the rear pole and creating a straight line from the rear to the front. One thing I want to point out is when you're staking out your tarp, you want to make sure that your lines, your stake lines, come right out from the center of the point where the fabric makes a corner. You have a 90-degree area here. The line should come straight out. That's going to help you ensure that you have even tension all around the tarp. This one is not set up correctly. I didn't notice it, but I can correct that. When you see creases on your tarp or ripples like you see right here, that's an indication that something is not right with your pitch. Typically it's a tension issue, or it may be a line positioning issue. So here we are inside the Grace Duo tarp once it's pitched for windy conditions. And what I've done, just so you can move so you can see, now you can see here where it sits in. In the back I have my Pentler pack, Mystery Ranch Pentler pack positioned so that it provides a wall which gives me further protection from the wind, but it also raises the tarp up just a bit. In normal conditions, I would be using another trekking pole in the back, but I don't want it to sit that high up. And I could do it now and still use the backpack, but I'm just choosing to do it this way without the pole. And let me just show you quickly here. If I was in a position like lying down, still got a lot of room under there. Sit, boy. He really wants to go out and run. These dogs, they're amazing dogs. They're highly intelligent. They're very friendly, but they need to run. They need to run a lot, about an hour a day of wide open running. So anyway, plenty of room for Bo and myself, and I highly recommend the Mountain Laurel Designs Grace Duo. They also make a Grace Solo, which is a one-person, smaller configuration tarp than this one will help. So if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. What do you think about that, boy? You like this tarp? It's a good tarp, huh? Keeps you out of the rain, out of the wind.